Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spiritual Insight Show. I am Reverend Tiffany, White Sage Woman, and I guess it's just a standard here for it to freeze as soon as the show starts. So, hopefully you can still be able to hear me. I'm going to check the sound real quick, and we'll let the video catch back up in a few moments. Okay, there we go. Sound is good. Sound check. There we go. We unfroze. All right, again, welcome to Spiritual Insight Show. Reverend Tiffany, White Sage Woman. Oh, you can see the incense. Oh, that's interesting. It's blowing a different way today. So for all those who see that, it's the incense. Ah, beautiful. All right, this show is brought to you by True Psychics Network. So of course that's why you're watching it on TPN TV, or if you are watching a replay of it, you're watching it either from True Psychics Network's YouTube channel or from a social network. If you'd like to catch any of the shows live, the True Psychics Network shows, check out the TPN TV page and the radio page on the TPN or True Psychics Network website. So that you will be able to see the schedule for all the shows. Okay, so just wanted to welcome everyone this beautiful day. It's been 2 weeks since I had a show, so I'm glad to be back on the air. Just had some things going on. I can't even remember now, really. I think it was 2 weeks ago. Oh, yeah, 2 weeks ago I wasn't feeling very well because my youngest son brought home some more of a little touch of whatever, flu, cold, whatever. He brought a little touch of it, but I have to tell you, I didn't get it like I did before because I've been pumping myself up, trying to help my immune system. So it was just it only affected me for like a day, and it wasn't one of those, when you feel bad, you feel really bad, you got to lay down. I think sometimes the in-between is worse because you could push yourself, but you shouldn't. And that's where I was. I was in that in-between stage. And I honored myself and listened and said, just go rest. There's no need to push. Just go rest. So I did. And encourage you to do that. Listen to your body. Listen to its needs, your soul's needs. And then last week, I know I was feeling much better. What was it? Oh, yes. They had to drop one of my dogs. One of my dogs, Gracie, she had to be dropped off for her spay surgery. So it was giving her healings, dropping her off, sending healing during the surgery, and then just waiting to hear her progress. So it was, there was other things too. It was like a really busy day. But I'm glad to be back on today. And welcome everyone. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful for all the viewers. All right. Now, those of you who are loyal viewers, you know what we're going to do now is the number of the day. Oh, and that's Gracie. Oh, she has to get her 2 cents in too, huh? Where'd you go? All right. So, she was beside me. The number of the day. Using numerology always goes back down from the numbers of 1 to 9. Even if it's double digits, triple digits, all the numbers are brought back down to a single digit between 1 to 9. So I'm sure some of you in chat that have already got the number for the day. But all right, so using the complete date for today, March 18th, 2014. March, of course, is 3. The date is 18, which we're going to take down. 1 plus 8 is 9. And then 2014 is a number 7 year. Highly spiritual year. So we have 3 plus 9 plus 7 equals 19, which equals 10. We got to take it down to a single digit, though, still, right? 1 plus 0 is 1. So today is a 1 type of vibration. It is potentially one of the most dynamic days to start a new cycle. It is a day of beginnings and a day of changes. The day to put new ideas into actions and begin working on the things you have been putting off. Your independence is important today. It's time to stand on your own feet and forge forward, even without perceived support from the outside. That's fine. We really have a lot of support on the inside. And the possibility of meeting new people is very strong today. So it's a lot of wonderful energies, new energies, right? So very, very powerful. And so I see more and more people are coming into the chat. Hello, welcome everyone. Thank you so much. It's Crab and Lisa and Super Space Cookie, who is beautiful Sarah. Thank you, everyone. And when you hear me referring to a chat, when you watch the show live, you have the opportunity to participate in the chat. It's a great way to communicate with others in the chat room. And also, if you wanted to get a message to me, I'm reading it so I can answer questions. It's a wonderful, wonderful way for interaction, pretty much. It's a great way to interact, not just with others, but with myself as well. So welcome everyone in the chat room as they keep coming in. Thank you so much. All right. Another numerology report that is posted daily on True Psychics Network online magazine is by Jane Alton. Jane Alton is the UK's #1 numerologist. She is a phenomenal lady. I suggest that you check out her website, which is her name. It's janealton.com. But of course, you can get all that information on where to contact her personally through the True Psychics Network online magazine. Just go to the magazine and you will find her daily numerology posts and also the links to her personal website and how to contact her. I will go ahead today and share Jane Alton's numerology for today. She channels the energies that's favorable for everyone. She is in the UK, so it's for everyone in the whole world. It's beautiful. All right, and this will be posted later this afternoon, probably about another hour or two. All right, so from Jane Alton, here's the numerology. It may be very important to you today to return back to doing things in your own way, or return back to doing something you love. Perhaps as a way of reconnecting with who you truly are and how you have felt at some time. Don't be afraid to stand up for what you truly believe in. And don't let compromise and seeing acceptance mean inaction. Tune into your feelings. Try to let go and trust. And you may realize the right time. And you may realize the right time to do things. So it's... it kind of goes hand in hand with the #1, doesn't it? Today is a very powerful day, and it is the right time to let's move forward, right? With this is the day to have all that action put forth for you in a very, very beneficial way. Okay. So, also, what's new this week is the horoscopes, also found on TruePsychicsNetwork.com. They are channeled this week by Megan Gerber. See what energies are favorable for each sign, and also to a prayer is included. She has listed a nice little prayer, intention prayer for each and every one of us as well, and it's very, very beautiful. So I encourage you to check that out. And for those of you who are really, really into astrology, you would know not just to read your sun sign, read your ascendant or your rising sun sign, and read your moon sign and see how they all weave together and interact and weave together, because there's really, isn't it beautiful? Look, the number three aspects to us when you have your astrological chart composed. So it's excuse me, very, very, very beautiful how everything, all this information, this knowledge, this wisdom weaves together. All right, so just real briefly, 2 upcoming events. You can find upcoming events on TruePsychicsNetwork.com. See where the True Psychics Network members will be local in your area. Maybe they'll be near you or at least close enough that you could drive and come see us. And we would really love to see you. Come up and say, hey, I watched your show, even whether if it's live or replay, or know who you are. It's so nice to meet you in person. So it's really great to do that. So, and for myself too, like this weekend that's coming up is a very, very busy weekend. Someone in the chat room get autographs. Sure, if you want an autograph or a picture with me, hey, there you go, that's fine. This weekend, Saturdays, you can find me. I am at Crystal Visions in Plainfield, Connecticut. This is where you can find me on most Saturdays, unless there's an expo, but I will let everyone know ahead of time. Which is in April, which is going to be the case in April. But for the month of March, every Saturday, I'm at Crystal Visions in Plainfield, Connecticut. It's a beautiful, lovely shop. Just celebrated their 1-year anniversary of being open. There's lots of spiritual gifts in there. You can go in for massages, reflexology, any type of healing session. There's multimodality healing sessions and reading sessions. And that's what I do when I go there on Saturdays is healing and reading sessions. So, which is pretty much, it's all should be healing, right? So, so it's a wonderful, wonderful place. She is increasing her line and growing. There's so many changes just in the 3 months that I have been going there. The shop has transformed. It's into a very beautiful place. Just go. People come in and just sit and respond to the beautiful healing vibrations that's put out. Right. So just very, very beautiful. And then this Sunday, and actually in Rhode Island, it's the South New England Wellness. And I think that is the website too, is swewellness.com is the website for that expo. It's one day only. It's on a Sunday from 10 to 5 in Rhode Island, Warwick, Rhode Island, I do believe. So it's going to be great. It's the first time I've gone into Rhode Island for an expo. I've done them, of course, in Massachusetts and in northern Connecticut. But I thought I'd venture out a little bit into Rhode Island this time, and was very happy to be able to participate, to get into this beautiful expo. So that's where you can find me, and I will actually be giving on Sunday chakra readings. You like how I did this? Listen, chakra readings. What do you think chakra readings are? Come on, people in chat. What do you think chakra readings are? It's pretty much a healing session, right? And that's pretty much what it is. And so it's I really love the facilitator of this expo because he was just like, we have so many people with the same gifts that, try to spin it a little differently. And so yeah, chakra readings could be color therapy too, absolutely, because I'm going to incorporate maybe gemstones and the colors of the gemstones, right? But I'm going to take my healing grid, and I didn't grab it. Oh, I have a mini one here. I make custom healing grids per the person's vibration. Here's a mini one that I made just for fun. It's this is a purple slice agate with just clear quartz crystals on it, though. All right, but the healing grids I made, and you can see actual samples of them on my website, whitesagewoman.com. Go to the crystal healing grids. The healing grid's a little bit bigger, and it has gemstones for each chakra. And then you use a pendulum, and you just check in with your guides, the healing guides, the healing angels, those for your highest and greatest only. Use the pendulum and ask for it to go to the chakra that needs attention. So that's what I'm going to be doing. All right, is I'm going to sit there with them, show them how to use it. And then if they want to place their order for a custom-made one, they can do so as well. And it's custom-made to your energy, because I'll sit and I'll channel, and everyone gets different gemstones. They get different placement for some of the single terminated and double terminated clear quartz points. So and then even what's in the middle is different. It's just whatever is channeled. All right, so excuse me. So that's how we do that. How do I attach the gemstones onto the slice agate? It's a good question. You just use a hot glue gun. That way too, because with temperature wise, of course, you're going to find that you may need to readhesive. But also, as you change, it's very easy to pop off without damage to the sliced agate platform and the gemstone itself if you wanted to change the gemstones out yourself. Because you may feel that, right? Like after a year, we're shifting and changing, or it could even be 3 months, 6 months, whatever. We feel like we want to put different gemstones on, we can change it out. All right? So it's very easy to do. Very easy to change out if you feel that is the next step for you. But it is a very powerful tool. And that's what it is. It's a channeling tool. It's a very powerful tool for you to tune into your body. So there's some type of sessions that I'm going to be doing on Sunday, and really look forward to it. All right? So pretty much giving them, I personally don't like to use the word medical intuitive because there's a science behind it. And I know I've had to heal my experience with science and still working on that. I just like to put, it's the spiritual, it's the divine, it's who we are, divine essence spin to it. And that's it. That's all there is. No other labels, just pure and simple divine healing. All right? So, that's cool. Someone in the chat. When the incense smoke comes in front of the cam, it gives this total mystic look. Yes. You like that? It's better than a fog machine. You wouldn't be able to see me, probably. No fog machine. And smoke everybody out. Hear the dogs coughing in the background. Anyway. Maybe I'll do that for Halloween. No. You just said incense off is much lighting incense is much healthier anyway. All right. So the topic for today, and I have to tell you, sometimes I get it the day before. I know what's going to come in, even then sometimes the night before, or when I wake up and open my eyes and my feet on the ground, boom, I got it. I have to tell you, this morning, it didn't come to me until about 10 o'clock this morning, which is fine, and it's not panicking, it's just trusting. And also, too, last night, I find maybe it's the energies the last couple of days, just pulling away. We're at the end there of the full moon energies, so we're back into the waning cycle. But I found that I could probably have slept all day today. I had a hard time getting up. I got good sleep, too. Like 7-8 hours of sleep, which is unusual, and I wanted to sleep some more, and I'm like, oh wow, what's going on? And just feel kind of, ooh, all right, let me make sure I'm fully back into my body, did I go somewhere, that kind of thing. So it is just that type of day. I think we all had those type of days where we're just kind of like, we feel like we're dragging, right? And that's the time to really pay attention to what's going on within us, and making sure that are we not listening to a sign. And the sign today really is just take it easy, take it slow, and that's fine. I've learned to listen, right? Right, yeah, dragon butt or dragon, yay. Your power animal, the dragon, right? Very beautiful spiritual helper to have on your side, the dragon, right? Dragon or the snakes, it's the same type of energy, really, believe it or not. All right, so the topic is serving humanity. What is your mission? Well, this is very important for all of us. All right, we ask that a lot, don't we? What in the world am I here for? Believe it or not, each and every one of us are here to serve a purpose for humanity, for everyone. We're not here just for our own life, right? We're not only here just for our own personal. Now, don't be confused with the soul advancement, as far as we're just not here to see who collects the most treasures and wins, right? No, it's not like that. It's not a competition. It's not a contest like that. All right? So, before we get into the topic, I'd also like to give you the Crystal and Power Animal messages for the week. And I find it's very beautiful how they kind of entwine and are in harmony with the topic. Crystal message is pearl. Pearl. You know, pearls promote sincerity, truth, and loyalty. Sincerity, truth, and loyalty. Of course, there's so many different types of properties for the pearl. This is just the one that is being highlighted today. And if you would like to know more about crystals, not only do I teach a Crystal Reiki Master class, so does the person in chat. His name is Crab, aka really, he's Chip. Chip Lavelle is a Crystal Reiki Master teacher. Alright? And he is just so very knowledgeable on gemstones and crystals, and also makes specific healing crystals necklaces. He'll put together custom necklaces for your needs. He'll channel into your energy, and like if you need a specific one to help you sleep, maybe you need a specific one to help you focus in meditation, maybe one for if you're a paranormal investigator, you would like to have a little bit more protection. So you have one for paranormal investigations. Whatever you need, he can channel into it. He does such a beautiful job. You really need to check him out on True Psychics Network. Check out his page. And, see? He's dog endorsed too. Check that out. How much better can that be? Really? Right? Endorsed by dogs. 3-dog approval. Woohoo! Alright, so now take a sip of some healing water here. You know, you can bless your own water. So hold the water. Some people like to get it into a spiral. You know, of course you don't want to make sure it's not completely full when you do that, or you're going to be wearing the water. Take the water and do like a little spiral in a clockwise and just watch it. But you can heal and bless the water, and you feel so much better. So sorry if the barking scared everyone who had their speakers turned up. Oops. All right. So the power animal message is by Brown Pelican. I have to tell you, I had to Google and look at the brown pelican, because I just thought a pelican was a pelican. No, brown pelican. The brown pelican represents the proper use of abundance, the command of ego, recovering from loss, the ability to float through and understand emotions, and the ability to return from the edge of extinction. Isn't that beautiful? I'm going to repeat that again for those who are trying to write it down. The brown pelican. Proper use of abundance. Truly, I think we've been misled under what we believe abundance is. It's not money-based. Not only money-based. Count your blessings. Everything with the abundance. Proper use of abundance. The command of ego. All right? Ego is control. Command comes from the Sacred Heart Center. Recovering from loss. We all suffer from PTSD. We all suffer from loss in one way, shape, or form, correct? So, we always are in this moving forward through grief on a daily basis, believe it or not. All right? The ability to float through and understand emotions. Float through. Just beautiful visualizations. You know, if you like river rafting, you're on a raft and you're just floating, going with the flow of the universe, or in a pool and you're on your float and you're just very, very powerful water energies. Which is interesting that the gemstone is pearl comes from where? The ocean, the water. The brown pelican can be seen near the water. So emotions, it really backs that up, okay? So that's really beautiful. All right, and then the ability to return from the edge of extinction. Extinction. How many of us, it's like the phoenix, or having your shamanic death, pretty much. It's very, very beautiful. We're coming through the other side and we find out more about ourselves than we ever did before. Okay? So very, very beautiful. All right. So now let's get into the topic, serving humanity, and what is your mission? So, I'm usually spend the morning, like I said, channeling for what's going to happen with the show. The very last thing I usually do is go to any social network. But this morning I was directed to go to Facebook. And I had to be careful because, it's like a portal. Doesn't it just suck you in? I'll give myself only 5 minutes here. You look up 2 hours later. Oh. Yeah. But I knew they sent me there for a specific reason. And wouldn't you know it, I did. I absolutely came across and didn't realize it was going to be part of my show. But I read it and it was beautiful. The whole process, because it made me angry at first. And then I had to ask why it made me angry. I will share this with you. And I am keeping the name of the group and the person anonymous. I will respect their own personal beliefs. All right, but this was their post this morning. Those who claim to be psychic should concentrate all energy on this missing plane. This is an opportunity to demonstrate your contribution to humanity. We offer a $10,000 reward for information posted here that is subsequently used. They spelled that wrong. Used to solve this global mystery. The point being, to keep your claims about yourself based firmly in reality. We each have exactly the same potential to learn the mysteries of life. Have you ever read something and go, huh? What? You're offering a reward. Who's that going to draw? $10,000. Is that going to draw someone who's in command of their emotions, or someone whose emotions, or ego, I should say, ego is in control? Because those that jump on that money, it's, ego. Sure, we all need to have some sort of exchange for our living expenses and food, right? But when you sit there and it sounds like you're being harsh on psychics, and to demonstrate your contribution to humanity. Then they offer a reward. And then to keep your claims about yourself based firmly in reality. Everything they just posted totally contradicts that statement. And then we each have exactly the same potential to learn the mysteries of life. What? Well, then you tell us where the plane is. Anyway, I'm not picking on this person particularly. I just want to use this as an example. There are many things that happen in life that there are some who see and know. And they also know that they don't have to say anything because it has to play out. There's more to this missing plane. And it will come forward for us when we are ready. All right? People may say, the government's got their hand in everything. You have to understand there's some things that they don't have their hands in. They'll come back and say later on that they were a part of it, so that, what does that do? That keeps us in a state of fear. Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. They're not as powerful as the divine, as these things that do happen, where they're mysterious. All right? So, I just found that amusing, and I thought, wow. I haven't sat with my guides and asked, but it wasn't also broadcasted. Why do I need to broadcast it? Is what I say or feel about the situation going to change it? No, it's not. It's not. All right? So, There you go. That's the wisdom to know when to say something and not to say something. And those of us in our knowing, we'll just write it down. It doesn't matter to us if it's however it plays out. And know that some seers see both choices, can see both options because of free will. We can see it can play out this way and it can play out this way. Some people only see one option, others the other option. All right? So that's why nothing is engraved in stone, and especially when it involves multiple people's energies. All those people on that planet are bound together energetically and have a mission they have to complete. Do you understand? So to sit there and say, oh, if you're good with this and that and the other, this is why psychics get such a bad rap. You don't hear them picking on healers. There's people sending out distinct healing to the plane. And this is why it's you're singling out people, you're separating. And what happens with separation? That's not good. All right. So I just found that as an effective tool for today, goes right in hand. Really, what is our mission for humanity? Who says that each and every person who sends out prayers every day isn't serving humanity just by taking that time to send prayers and distant healing? Everyone is doing their part. Believe it or not. We have moved from the third dimension to the fifth dimension, but actually even higher than that. Because there were some that were when we were in the third dimension that were even higher. So they've continued. So now in the fifth dimension, there's those of us that's even higher than fifth dimension type of energy. Okay? And don't, again, where am I in this? Am I doing right? That kind of thing. Don't beat yourself up asking questions like that. Everyone is needed on each vibration to do your mission on each dimension. All right? And progress will happen as it happens. All right. So I just would like for you to know that. Don't compare. That keeps us in lower vibrations. So now the whole world as we knew it in 3D is changing and evolving. All right. And it may seem like everything then is going to implode. All this war, this corruption, it's going to feel like it's getting worse before it gets better. All right. That's because the energy is pulling away from that, and they know it, and you feel it. Have you energetically felt when someone's pulling away from you? What's your first instinct? Come on, as a human. Pull back, right? Pull them back. This is what's happening. All right? Those who thought they have power, all right, are trying to pull back. They feel that finally, for the first time in thousands and thousands of years, humanity is taking a turn back towards the divine line and coming together in powerful numbers in unison. All right, so that's what they're trying to do, is pull back. But we are so much more powerful, so much more stronger. All right. And so, right, not comparing is tough. You can observe. And when you apply that we're each unique, there you go. All right. Let me read something too. If someone is all-knowing, they have ascended, and you only see them because they allow you to. Right, exactly. And they also trust that you won't go, what do I say? Running your mouth to the public about it either. Wisdom is shared with those that know that their ego doesn't need that publicity. Right? So that's the type of thing. Their egos do not need that type of publicity. Ooh. All right. Now, the second part I would like to read from you, and I'm sorry I've seemed a little, like I said, spacey today. I also did a real powerful second part of what's called soul body fusion. I actually had attended this very powerful workshop in, I do believe it was either 2008 or 2009, because there was 2 years in a row where I had attended a lot of Jonette Crowley's workshops. She's from Colorado, or she's based in Colorado, and she came to New England like 2 years in a row, and I'm just really blessed and honored to have been able to sit in her workshops and her classes, because she doesn't, it's very rare for her to do the United States tours anymore. She is very busy in the other parts of the world. She really is. So it was something that was channeled to her by her alien guide, Mark. And I say alien because he hasn't lived a life on this earth plane. So he's higher. All right. And so Mark gives her a lot of messages and she channels. So she was channeled this soul body fusion, which is a very powerful grounding. Very powerful. Very powerful. So I will share with you too, and there is a video that is involved with this. Very, very beautiful. I'm just going to give you this website here. And it is www.soulbodyfusion.com for those of you who could not see the chat. All right. If you go here, she'll want you to watch this video for free, but she would like just your name and address to keep in everyone who's viewing the video. Very powerful. It's not a meditation, and she even tells you it's not a meditation. Absolutely, you're going to have to do it several times. You're going to do it the first time, you take a break, come back to it, and do it again. And it's very, very powerful. I find the soul body fusion more powerful than actual meditation, more powerful than a shamanic soul retrieval. All right, it's beyond words. You just have to experience it for yourself and see how you feel. But it's complete. It does make you feel kind of a little. I kind of hesitated to go. Do I do this now or after the show? But I did. I had the first. Yeah, she did it 2 times. I had this way back in 2008 or 2009, but you can't overdo it. So I did it again this morning, and it was just like woo! On top of feeling like I'm dragging my butt. So yay! Anyway, I encourage you all to go and check out that video. Check out her website. She does have a book on it too, but she has a very powerful blog. I love reading it. So I'm going to share with you her latest blog entry, and it's called Manipulation of Energies to Serve Conflict. I like that title. Manipulation of Energies to serve conflict. And again, this is channeled by Mark. She's channeling Mark. All right. So she's going to be taking a spiritual trip to Turkey in May. All right. So here's some little bit information. The work in Turkey will bridge into areas that you cannot easily go to. Mesopotamia. The energies of Syria, Iran, and Iraq. There has been a great deal of manipulation of the life force in those areas. Yeah, you can see that. Manipulation to serve conflict and to separate humanity's natural love for itself into tribes. We can all relate to that and understand that. That manipulation is an active emanation that is coming from off the planet, but has repeaters in Turkey and these other nations. Your work will be to isolate the stellar sources of such interference and to mirror the energy back to its source, rather than allowing the energy of conflict, separation, and hatred to become codified into human behavior. Did you understand what I just read? Here you go. What is your mission? If you are drawn to watch this show today, whether it's live or you're watching it on a replay, this is your mission. You're going to help. Does that mean you have to physically get on a plane and fly to Turkey? No, we can do all of our work astrally, in astral travel. All right? What is our work to do? Our work is to isolate the stellar sources of each interference. All right? So as we're putting out prayers, as we're putting out distant healing, and all distant healing is to sit there, open up that heart chakra and push that love out in all directions. It's a B. Push it out. All right? And what happens is that light is so bright that it mirrors the energy back to its source rather than allowing the energy of conflict and separation and hatred to continue to be embedded in human behavior. This is also a very powerful tool when you're around a group of people. I tell people to surround themselves with a mirror, even if it's really their light. Some people have a hard time understanding the concept of light. So if it's, say, just put, like there's mirrors all around you, and it's their own energy that they're sending is going to bounce off and go right back to the source. All right? You're not hurting anyone. They're hurting themselves with their own energy. Everyone is responsible for their own energy, right? You are. This is part of stepping into your empowerment, is taking command of your responsibility. All right, I kind of went off straight. Let me get back to the blog here. Humans want to love. Well, of course, it's in our divine DNA. It's pure love. So when you see humans who take to war against each other, this is evidence of manipulation. Okay? The Mars, the martial, the military energy embedded in Turkey is of long standing. The pilgrims who go there may feel unusual electrical currents in different locations. And that's true with anywhere that we go. A lot of us can feel electrical currents if we go into different places, right? And yes, I'm reading in chat. I usually invoke amethyst and purple for protection. Absolutely. That works for you. Whatever is strong for you. And this is why it's important to get to know you so that you'll know. Amethyst, purple is very strong for me as well. That is that purple light. All right. So we put that to use for us. It's very beautiful. All right. And then he's going back to the blog. It may not be an easy trip for them, for the energy of conflict may show up. But those who are sterling in their light will be drawn to this journey no matter what and will serve in great capacity. Again, it's for all of us. We can join in. The reward personally as a group and to the earth. I love this part. Listen. I'll repeat. The reward personally as a group and to the earth is an innocent sweetness that isn't childlike. Often you think of innocence and sweetness as a childlike quality, but please imagine innocent sweetness that is in itself mature and wise. This quality has been missing from humanity and all except the most secret, hidden priests and priestesses. So they had to be secret and hidden until the time was right. This is why people just don't come out and say, this is where this plane is, this is what's going on here, and this is what's, hello, humanity has to learn this lesson, right? All right. And more of us with this ancient knowledge and wisdom are being allowed to come forward and say things. I have to tell you, for the longest time, because knowing is my strongest ability, I was told to be quiet and to just journal. Now I'm hearing it's okay. Talk about this. Not about everything, but more and more. So this is great. I'm ecstatic because it shows that we are at the right place, at the right level of time and energy. Not that time exists, but we're at that right moment to where we can embrace and move forward in a most positive way for humanity. So the quality of mature, wise, innocent sweetness will come to grow more in the hearts of the travelers and by extension become more available in the hearts of humanity. So by us taking part of this, and this is our mission, and they're going when in May, I said, we can start on this now to help their mission in May go smoothly. If we start now and concentrate, this is beautiful. I just tell people to sit and send love wherever, and of course you don't have to have a specific destination or location. You just send it out and it goes where it's needed. And you can also, it is very powerful though, to be specific. Send it to certain areas. Send it to Iran. Send it to Iraq. Send it to Turkey. All right, and change it out. This time I'm going to sit down, I'm going to send it here. This time I'm going to send it to Jerusalem. This time I'm going to send it here. Okay? And just do that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And you don't have to really look at a map if you want to. If that helps, it's a powerful tool. Look at a map. Send it. Or just that area. I'm going to send it here. See, if we all do this, we can help keep them safe when they do go in May and make sure that their physical mission work is a success. So there's so many different levels that we all work. To physically go there, or to spiritually via astral travel go there, right? Again, this is why it's important for all of us to do our work on each vibration and dimension that we're on. It's beautiful. We're all needed. So I'm just going to read this last little bit here on the blog. Israel. Jerusalem especially is a place of golden plates, golden temples, golden tablets, golden plasma energy. That powerful gold, not necessarily a physical gold, has followed the way of tribal warfare from the same overlay we talked about in Turkey. This manipulation, or conflictual overlay, has misaligned the energies of Jerusalem. Misaligned. Hello. We all know this, right? Would we all agree? Are the energies in Jerusalem misaligned? Yeah. But it's questions that we need to answer. Sometimes we get so focused on our local area. Sometimes we don't even get off our street, out of our own home. Global awareness. Global awareness. Jerusalem very much holds naval energies for all of humanity. You understand what I mean by navel? I'm talking about that second chakra. And I'm going to tell you, as you work on sending healing to Jerusalem, don't be surprised if you start to feel it in your second chakra, in your navel. All right? Very, very powerful. Or you're in your third chakra. Very, very much so. You're going to feel it. And it can be second and third. It can be the whole 3 lower chakras, because that are the chakras, quite honestly, for war. All right? So we're going to heal that. Heal it. Okay? And so, excuse me. I'm reading his comment in chat, and that is a very interesting point, too. The Native Americans regard the Black Hills of South Dakota to be the heart of the earth. Do you know that there's also, there's many different sacred points that the earth has, okay? In California, some say that there's a very powerful portal there for Lemurian and Mu energy, all right? Some people think in Arizona, it's just wherever they go. Greece, Malta, supposed to be the headquarters of Atlantis. So there's just so many spiritual sacred places in South America. All right. And maybe it's the different parts of humanity. If Jerusalem's the navel, let's think about the chakras. Maybe there's 7. And I feel like there's more than 7 portals, but I'm talking like that correspond with the human body. All right. So where does the South American portal relate to? What about the one in California, Mount Shasta. Mount Shasta. It's Mount Shasta, the third eye. Jerusalem's the navel. You see what I'm saying? They're overlay to how we are. We all are connected. Every place, right, is sacred. Some are just more powerful than others. So it's really, this is the importance. As we heal ourselves, we truly do heal the world. We heal others. And it keeps going because we're putting out that energy in all directions. And it is very, very powerful. That's how you can serve humanity. It may sound very, very selfish. Just work on yourself. No. Let's look at, absolutely it is. Because as we heal ourselves, as we are connected to most definitely everything around us, the earth beneath our feet, the sky, animals, every living being we come in contact with, and we heal ourselves from within. Remember that saying, as within, so without. As within, there's healing inside, we're going to push that healing out, making that. As above, so below, as below, so above. Same kind of concept. That's what we've got to work on, right? That's what we've got to work on. And it's not that hard. A lot of us have been doing this type of thing, or I should say being this type of energy. Yes, we still need people who physically go and take care of things, who physically go to certain locations, and they become like channels for all of us who are directing energy there. All right? So, or they become like, what's this? Yeah, a conduit or a funnel. A tool, pretty much, so which will increase the rest of us sending that energy there. All right. How about being a lot of work? Doing is what gets us frustrated. We are coming from a time, not just from doing, then really we have had a period of being. This is how we got beyond 2012. So we have moved into this being state. Now, remember that doing and being is the same part of the whole. So now let's weave the being and the doing together so that it's just, we don't even think about it. It's just an automatic response from our Sacred Heart Center. All right? What am I doing? I'm sitting down and I'm going to send out love and light, which is being. This is how you've incorporated both. Do you understand? And this is how we've weaved it all together. Weaving it all together. And this is how we help humanity, each and every one of us. Yes, even those who are watching and go, really? No, I don't feel like I'm qualified. You're on this earth plane. You're living. You're breathing. You are a divine child of God, of Creator, whatever you call God. Absolutely you are worthy. Absolutely you are qualified. Watch the self-talk, remember. Watch that self-talk we give ourselves. And as we heal our self-talk and heal ourselves, we definitely do heal all those outside of us. And so this is the reminder today. I love how everything just all came down. It's definitely very much a healing theme, a healing vibration. And this is what we're here for. We all are here to help. Let's end this. Thousands of years of war and control have gotten us nowhere. Right? And we come back to that. Peace did exist on this earth plane. For those who can remember, peace did exist, and we're going to get back to that. It's not that peace is an impossible goal to achieve. It already was achieved. We turned away from it. And now this is a time of turning back. Turning back. Absolutely. All right? So I hope that this show has helped everyone. And if you have any more questions, if there's anything that you would like to know a little bit more of, please contact me. You can email me. either through my website. You can email me directly. Contact me on Facebook, on social networks. It's very, very easy to get in touch with me. I do put a little, please allow, and I hate to say this, but I don't want anyone to feel like I'm ignoring them either. Please allow 12 to 48 hours for me to get back with you, because I do have a lot of emails that I personally, I joke I need an assistant, but I personally like to maintain everything, have that one-on-one contact with everyone. So just I will get back to your email or to your messages however you send it to me, okay? And thank you all so very much. You all mean so much to me. You mean a lot to the world. And so even if you just at first practice, just sit for 5 minutes. This is you're doing, taking that time to, taking that moment of now, carving that moment of now out, that what, I need to do this. And you don't have to take any specific classes to be the love that you are. It's divinely embedded in you. You do know how to do this. You do know how to be this. Just be the love. Be the light. That divine love and light. Very simple. Feel it coming from your sacred heart center. There you go. And you're going to feel a tingle in your chest. You're going to feel, this is how you know it's coming out. I love to use the analogy of lighthouse. Love just coming out in all directions for everyone to see and to feel. All right? And remember that light is mirrored. So it's going to drive away or bounce back any of that negativity right back to source. All right? So heal yourself, heal the world. Thank you so much for sitting in Sacred Circle with me today. May you continue to shine brightly, all my beautiful sisters and brothers. Much love and light. Very, very grateful. Namaste.